Residential sales comparison and income approaches, page 64. The appraiser must make certain that the property rights of the property rights conveyed subject in the assignment are consistent with the comparable data at 2. If the subject of the appraisal is being valued in fee simple and the property rights conveyed are something being used to compare NT than fee simple, e.g. being subject to an existing lease or differentiation, this would lead to something less than an other similar parison. Owned apples to apples compandrum with property rights conveyed simply try to LDB when only a fractional interest was the subject of the another example of a CONU comparable sale. Consider a transaction where one or more co-wiring an interest in a property held by another owner's Werners. The purchase price represented most likely co-owners and what 100% of the fee simple interest in the ROR co-owned property would be worth. It would be dangerous to would not represent assign a value to the entire interest in the property by using transaction amount of the fractional interest. For example, the appraiser has located a transaction for a particular property where the sale price was confirmed to be $100,000, however. That price represented only what one co-owner paid by the other co-owner's undivided 1/2 interest in the property, a partial interest. A partial interest is any interest in real estate that one may waive, other than the full bundle of rights. The appraiser could not simply assume that the $100,000 sale price of the undivided 1/2 interest would equate to the fee simple interest of the entire ownership being worth $200,000. There are many things to consider here. The purchaser, by buying the co-owner's interest, gained full ownership and control of the property, which could make the $100,000 more than what 1/2 of the property interest actually may be worth, using the most common definition of market value of an open and competitive market. The $100,000 figure represented, somewhat, the purchaser's motivation to gain control of the ownership. In such case, if the 100% fee simple interest were offered to the open and competitive market, the value would probably be less than $200,000. Therefore, simply multiplying the sale price of $100,000, under such circumstances, by 2 would not prove reliable. The same would be true if the property interest being appraised in an assignment is a 1/2 interest. The appraiser should not simply divide the sale price of a 100% fee simple interest in a comparable transaction to arrive at a value opinion for a 1/2 ownership interest of the subject property. 64. In some cases, the inclusion of personal property might also be examined as part of the property rights conveyed, rather than as a condition of sale. The appraiser should recognize from the personal inspection and examination of the agreement to sell and/or listing